Hey folks, welcome back. So for today, we're going to write out the Router.js. So if you go to your App.js, you see that we have the template. Well, the thing here is I'm going to make you change it back to what we had it before. So I want you to go ahead and change it back to how we had it before, which was the code that we've inserted. And I'm just making you flip back and forth between codes. But I also want you to add your own Sentry DSN here so that when you get errors, it's logged into your account, not mine. So I want you to put your Sentry DSN there. But we don't need that for now, so we just comment that out. Little tab buttons for you to click on. So for example, if you're on an app and you want to click those, remember those like 3 lines that you have to click the menu, to open the menu? That's what it is. So import that, and the next thing I want you to import is create app container and create drawer navigation from React Navigation. And React Navigation is the thing that we use to navigate throughout our app. So the next thing I want you to do is import button from native base, and this is from our last video. I've told you that we're going to use it, and we're using it now. It really makes it much more easier to style your app by calling button instead of writing like touchable opacity or something. I never coded that way, so I'm just going the React Native way or the native base way. Next thing I want you to do is import login container from containers user login.js. So this is a new file that we will create that we haven't created yet. It will live under the containers folder, and under that containers folder we'll also have like the users folder and the login folder just to be organized. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to do a class extends component. And this is the thing, this is that class or that component, whatever you want to call it, that will give us the label. That drawer label is pretty much the words that you'll see next to the icon. So for us, it'll say login, and the drawer icon is going to be what the icon will look like. And the tint color, basically as it is, you're going to give it the color. So Ionic Icon's name is going to be MD chat boxes, and MD chat boxes is pretty much what you'll get if you Google Ionic Icons. All their icons have a specific name, so you have to call it by this specific name in order to get the icon to show up on your app. The size will be 32. That pretty much means how big the icon will be, and the color will be a light blue. So that's pretty much it. Also want you to render this. It needs the render function, or else the button wouldn't show up. Or the button will show up, but if you click it, it wouldn't know what to do. So when you render it, we'll have an onPress function, and that function will pretty much just push the user to the login screen. And that is done by doing this props navigation navigate. We haven't talked about this props yet, but we will in a later video. So notice here that we have an extra bracket, so we don't need that. Let's get rid of it and push that code back. We also want to actually write out 2 more components, and that's the profile and the search, because we need those. But we're just going to template them out here. Just write a skeleton for them. So we'll just do that there, and we'll give this a drawer label of search. And the last thing that we'll do is we'll create a my drawer navigator, and this is made from create drawer navigator. And this is, let's just do that, create drawer navigator. And it'll have the login container and the profile container, which we haven't created both of them yet, so they'll just sit there as a skeleton for later. We haven't even looked at the profile container yet, but this login container is from here. And this create drawer navigator is not create drawer navigation, but create drawer navigator. So let's just